Welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we are talking about Trivium. And why are we talking about Trivium again? Well, they released In the Court of the Dragon, and oh boy, I've been listening to it a goddamn lot. A goddamn lot. And I want to talk about it. And it's too late to do a review, so we're going to talk about it in this here ranking. It's about time we re-rank them anyway, because my opinions on them have changed dramatically. So if you re-watch my older ranking, this is completely different, so keep that in mind. But you know how these go. Let me know down below what's your favourite Trivium album, what's your least favourite, what do you think of the new album, does it tickle your balls? Let me know down below, and let's get fucking started. So, my last place is still the same, Silence in the Snow. This is still my least favourite Trivium album, which is crazy. I know it's Metal Trench's favourite one, so we're like completely opposite on that, but the reasons he likes it is the reasons I don't like it. It kind of lacks the growls and the edge and the punch of the Trivium that I really enjoy. And just the memorable songs just aren't as much on this one. It's not as progressive as some of the later ones, not quite as epic as, Shogun or In the Court of the Dragon. It's not quite as edgy and punchy as Ember to Inferno or Ascendancy. It's just kind of in this placid zone. It's easily the worst for me. It's the one I don't really go back to. It's not bad. It's not a bad album. It's just very different for Trivium. And, I commend them for trying something different on this one. It just doesn't work for me personally. So, this one is going last. Which means, next up, I'm just assuming you'd know what's next, but Vengeance Falls is next. This one is where they brought in David Draymond to produce it. And I just don't like the production on this one at all, really. Very metallic sounding. Kind of all over the place. Maybe that's Draymond's fault. Who fucking knows? Again, the songs on here just kind of lack spark. I think they're better than on Silence in the Snow. I think the songs are better, but still doesn't hold a candle to anything else they do. I mean, the song Strife is pretty cool. There are some standout kind of songs on here. Vengeance Falls, title track, is okay. So I can enjoy this album a lot more than Silence in the Snow. But again, it's not an album I really go back to. From here on out, I really enjoy the other Trivium albums. So those are the only two I'm kind of iffy on. All the others, I goddamn love. Okay? All the others I goddamn love for different reasons, because they have a varied catalogue. So, moving on from then, we have From Ember to Inferno, the debut. Yeah, you'd think I'd have this a bit higher, but no, it's coming here at the moment. This is the more aggressive, the more raw, the more classic metalcore-y sounding. Vocals pretty fucking intense on this one. It's kind of like Avenged Sevenfold's like Waking the Fallen or Sounding the Seventh Trumpet. In that kind of vein compared to the rest of the career, which I really enjoy. So I do like this kind of raw, rugged, just like rawr. Yeah, that's how you describe it, Questi. That's how you describe it. It's kind of animalistic kind of album. This is that album, straight to the point, intense as hell, and some kick-ass songs on here. Pillars of Serpents. Oh, come on. That fucking opening riff. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, so good. The title track as well. Actually, Ember to Inferno is probably one of my favourite songs by Trivium. I'll probably be in my top 10. I adore that song. This album, I cut above the other two I just talked about, and I really enjoy it, so it's coming here. And next to it is What the Dead Men Say. Yes, the one from last year. I know it's a newer one, but I've had time with it, and it's not quite as good as some of the others. Definitely nowhere near as good as In the Court of the Dragon. Definitely not. But it's still a fantastic release. So I still enjoy a lot of songs on this album. The title track especially, What the Dead Men Say, the chorus on that, catches all hell. And the Catastrophist, one of the singles that they released straight away, god damn, that's heavy, and I fucking love it. And one of my favourites off the album is Amongst the Shadows and the Stones. That is a cool album. This was Alex on the drums, and the drumming on here, really fucking heavy, really punchy, and I enjoy it a lot. I just think overall, it's just not as good as some of the other ones. Especially Bleed Into Me. I'm not a fan of that song. It's a bit too sappy. That could go into Silence in the Snow. Everything else though, really enjoy. So this is a great album. and it has moved down in my ranking, but it's still great, and I'd still say go check it out. Next up is the Crusade, the more Metallica sounding album, and loads of people like to shit on this album, but I actually really enjoy it. I like the more catchy nature of this album, and it's not catchy in like a mellow sense like Silence in the Snow, it's catchy in like a Metallica's Black Album sense. I mean, We Are the Fire, dun 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 dun. Catchy as all hell. Entrance of the Conflagration, that's an amazing song. Becoming the Dragon as well, yes. So many bangers of this album. Sure, it's a bit catchy than some other albums, but fuck it, that doesn't mean bad. Popular and catchy does not mean fucking bad. I like the Crusade. I had the shirt of the Crusade when I was a kid. I always liked this album, and it's, it's coming higher on the list. It's coming here. Next up is The Sin in the Sentence. Yep, The Sin in the Sentence. This is the more, I'd probably say the most progressive album they've done. The production on this one, again, absolutely stellar. And some of the songs, god damn. I was listening to it like, is this even Trivium? This sounds insane. Beyond Oblivion, catchy as hell. Betrayer and Sever the Hand. So many good songs in this album. Really is like a step up. This is kind of like another Avenged Sevenfold comparison. This is like the stage. This is like Trivium's The Stage. It's more proggy, longer songs, and they're all epic, and I really enjoyed the direction they went on this album. No bad things to say about this album. Pleasantly surprised when it came out. Was kind of disappointed with What the Dead Men Say, but then, we haven't seen the new album yet, so of course I was happy with that one. But yeah, Sin in the Sentence, great goddamn album. Fucking love it. Next up is In Waves. In Waves is next. Really enjoy this album. I mean, the title track, In Waves. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the title track is one of the best Trivium songs they've ever fucking done. And Dusk Dismantled, how insane is that fucking song? Built to Fall is a classic as well. So many live staples on this album. I really enjoy this one. This is underrated as hell. I know this is a pair of jeans favourite, I'm pretty sure. And it was good taste because this album fucking slaps. And I might even put it higher than my next one. But the next one has Nostalgia. Yep. The next one is Ascendancy, which was my favourite in the previous tier list. But re-listening to everything over and over, Nostalgia can't save everything. But the songs on here, they fucking slap. I mean, like Light to the Flies, it just gut punches you, especially because it's in Smoking Aces and the scene with the Germans just roll up and that's blasting out and they shoot Ben Affleck. Amazing. Dying in Your Arms, beautiful. One of my favourite Trivium songs as well. I love that song. Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation, Masterpiece, Pull Harder, Strings, Martyr. Doesn't sound anything like that, but you get the gist. Amazing fucking song. Really just an album from my childhood. Love Ascendancy, always gonna love it. But listening to all of them, it's not the best. It's one of the best, but it's not. So let's fucking get to them. So yes, here it comes. Number 2 is In the Court of the Dragon. Yeah, the latest album is my number 2. I've been playing it non-stop. I've been playing it non-fucking stop since I listened to it. Every song is catchy. Every song is hooky. They even had a tie-in with the last song, Phalanx, with Elder Scrolls Online, and Elder Scrolls being one of my favourite series of all time. I appreciate that. Good thing the song's fucking amazing as well. Oh, starts amazing, ends amazing. I mean, the first song has Isan, composing it. Come the fuck on. I love it. In the Court of the Dragon, catchy as hell. And of course, like a sword over Damocles. How great is that chorus? That's probably my favourite song on the entire album. Just the way he sings that, so goddamn catchy. Crisis of Revelation, amazing fucking guitar on that one as well. The Shadow of the Abattoir. I thought I was going to hate this song. It started off kind of mellow, but then it just builds and builds and layers upon layers, like Shrek. It's fucking amazing. I love Shadow of the Abattoir. There's no dull moment on this album. There's no bad song. The art's fucking 10 out of 10, the best they've ever fucking done. It's probably going to be my end of the year list, and I think you should all check it out. I love this album. Been playing it non-stop. So, In the Court of the Dragon is my number 2. So, my number 1 is Shogun. Now, In the Court of the Dragon kind of feels like Shogun 2.0, similar kind of styles, and I like that style the best. These kind of concept-y, epic albums like this, longer songs, catchy, and Shogun just does it the best. Kirisuti Gomen, we'll take their fucking heads! So good. As fire rains down from the sky. Come on. Into the Mouth of Hell We March. Throes of Perdition. Every song is a fucking banger. This album's a 10. Every song's a fucking banger. I adore every single song. I love the whole Japanese style of this album. I love everything about it. Love everything about it. This is Trivium's best album. It's not even close. I know I used to think Ascendancy was, but I was blinded by nostalgia. You know, sometimes you've got to take your nostalgia goggles off and think, you know what? Actually, Shogun's the fucking best. So, that has been my ranking for Trivium. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your favourite? What's your least favourite? Let me know down below. And we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.